The steel lance, I'll give it to you to use against the villain. My brother foolishly wielded it before he died. Got him killed. He was so foolish. I don't know about foolish. There are a lot of axemen out here. So it looks like that may have been a good idea. I guess, though, if he wasn't a very good fighter, maybe attacking them might not have been the best plan. But, who am I to judge? Movement range is that, so just up into the right of this building is fine. And last but not least... we are in a dangerous situation. I very much hope that we can resolve this peacefully. Ah! I am seriously beginning to get pissed here. How was I supposed to know that? I've redone this chapter 3 times, and I'm about to start my 4th. Again, it is not a fair game if enemies can spawn on top of you and insta-kill you. That's not game balance, that's not good design, that's just incredibly frustrating. And there's nothing I can do about it. And also, as you notice, I may have done some mining off camera, that's why I'm wearing a full diamond armor. No, I spent some time grinding at the arena, and was able to get a couple of levels in everybody with promotion items, and thus I was able to get a bunch of promotions everywhere. The only one I spent a serious amount of time, more than just, I don't know, 5 or 6 battles on, was Gonzalez, who I've maxed out, because supposedly I'm going to be getting a promotion item soon. He sound bold to guess. High Chancellor Rortez and Lord Arcado, who requested your help? It was. He's sending ulterior motives for sending your army away. Oh my goodness, who would have thought? With all of this getting mixed up about who's fighting who, and us going away from the front lines, that something sneaky was going on. Gasp. There you are, Ein. Called. A report about Lycian army to General Narcian. To defend the castle while I'm away. Understood. Huh? Who's there? Just the wind? Uh-huh. I don't know what it is about these games, and it's just like, oh, it must have been the wind. This is a trope that's persisted for decades now. I want to know the origin of it. It's probably somewhere in writing, is the original origin of it, but it's just become overly utilized, and it's just hilariously awful. Of course, Gonzalez is going to smoke absolutely everybody. Okay, maybe, oh, well, what, yep. I take it back, Gonzalez. You are a Chad. Even when it doesn't look like you're able to take him out, you just crit. Probably looking like one of my favorite units at this point. Took a little to get him going, but now that he is caught up, we are in the green. And let's seize the throne. Perfect chapter. It was not an easy battle. I think it was a relatively easy battle. After all the promotions we had last chapter, I think we were able to pretty much sweep that without any care. It's a little bit risky at certain parts, just because I think I attacked archers with a Pegasus, but statistically, everything should have gone in my favor. So you need to learn easy and difficult. Those are complex words for you. I know you're not the brightest, but you should be able to figure them out. In order to take hostage, gaining the revolutionaries another edge. Great General Douglas and Knight Percival are forced into their service. Here's the thing. The king is captured. Yes, horrible, unfortunate thing. But there is no way, if the revolution is successful, that he keeps his head. It is not possible, because there will always be the chance that he comes back. These generals should know that. So even if the king is captured, they have to fight against the revolutionaries. There is no other way to go about this. He's gonna lose his head either way, so you might as well try and have one of his children or someone else keep control of Bern. It's not one of those situations where you're like, oh yeah, I'll just play along, and everybody keeps their heads. Think big picture. Don't think short term when fighting armies. Yes, people are gonna die, but it's a risk that just kind of happens in battle. There's Cecilia, Mage General of Etruria. Zephiel? But well, I award you the honor of dueling me. I mean, that was cool. Unfortunately, we lost our greatest ally, but I will say, that was awesome. Why continue this war? So many people died. Innocent, you say. Ha! Jealousy, vanity, greed, being killed because of these petty emotions all across the realm. How can you say they are innocent? The world must be liberated from these trivial creations of man. Purpose of war. So many people are being killed in the process. Be worthless lives are a fair trade for the change of desire. Here's the thing. They're trying to make him a sympathetic villain. Yes, okay. One large war, assuming world peace happens afterwards. Then yes, it could be for the greater good. But there's no way that world peace is ever going to happen. Maybe 1 or 2 generations down the line and the whole world's going to explode once again in civil war and fighting. Peace never lasts forever. It's just futility and arrogance to think that the world will be ruled under him forever. Futility and arrogance. Oh my goodness, if he doesn't retreat now, we've got it. No! No! Oh, we have 8. He was right there! 1 more turn! Oh, that is incredibly irritating. Well, you win some, you lose some. We can recruit him next chapter. If I'd counted better, or if there was some way to, you know, count our turns here. But no, that would be way too convenient. But Roy, please save our village. Roy seems to be too true to be too fantastical true. Okay, Merlinus. Once again, Final Fantasy VII hadn't come out yet. Not Final Fantasy, well, I think it's true as well. But Fire Emblem 7 had not come out yet, so we didn't get the prequel. Merlinus should definitely know these exist. Once again, just one of those weird inconsistencies based on how chronology works and release dates. But he, while we didn't visit the village, was very much aware that the village existed. Also much more useful in the last game as well. Support you again. Roy, if I may offer a suggestion, what is it? Think you'd stay behind the front lines. Well, I know what you're thinking, but please understand. As our leader, you're crucial to the enemy. The leader is lost, and so is the battle. It's true. Please allow me to escort you the way. Wait. I have no right to order others if I prioritize my safety above all else. Not true? Not exactly a genius, and I'm not exactly charismatic either. I would probably agree with that. Thus far, you've proven yourself relatively incompetent. If it wasn't for this unnamed hand overseeing you, I think you would have probably lost all battles. Especially because you can't promote until the end of the game. Okay. Everybody forward. Except for the guy who's stuck in the water. I think they would have spent a little bit of time teaching this man how to swim. Know what they say about assumptions. First of all, I want you to listen to me. Don't respond. Let it sink in. Korea. Follow along with the king before this war ends. Douglas? No matter what happens, I will stay by the king's side. I like that he's a realist. I hate that he's an incompetent and idyllic. He's an idealist realist, which sounds weird. He knows what's going to happen, but his ideals don't let him do anything about it. So I just declare him incompetent and annoying. My name is Larum. You're on orders of Prince Myrden. Prince Myrden? Don't be daft. Passed away in an accident over a year ago. Yeah, look at this. That emblem belonged to the prince. Now do I have your attention? Take a look at this letter too. The prince told me to give it to you. And his handwriting. He lives? I hesitate no more. The prince is in Lycian army, then... So this entire situation is because one dude faked his death? Oh, that's irritable. He better have a very good reason, because this whole war spawned because he's incompetent. And of course the other guy who's actually started the war. But this whole situation right now could have been avoided if that one prince hadn't faked his death, so we better get answers. Before we do anything else, let me go ahead and grab my vitamin, which I forgot to take this morning. Forgot, yeah. Doesn't taste particularly good, and I didn't swallow it in time, so it just got all the nasty taste in my mouth. Ugh. Okay. Rescue the dragon child. Now we get to storm the capital. Oh, I love storming capitals. The bread and butter for me as a fantasy RPG player. Strong, I'm wise, I'm beautiful. Most importantly, I'm always right. Me, no one else. Ah, no, no. I'm defeated by you by miserable... I love when a boss is trivialized just because you happen to have done training and you send a perfect counter to them. It really just makes you smile. Also a little annoying sometimes how bosses can be trivialized because you are so strong. But I'm glad that guy died like an absolute worthless little man. But it was you who rescued us, yes. And we had to run around playing keep away from your general because we wanted to do the bonus chapter. It's very, very irritating. King still mourns the prince. But easy target for Baron. Wish I could help him. I don't know where I would begin. Father, I'm truly sorry. If the time comes, I'll make my... that's the guy? Oh my god, is that more... Ooh. Yes, admittedly, he's not in our party, so it's not as bad. He's just some follower along. But man, is that irritating. Been with us the whole time? Of course he has. That's how the story has to go. We may not be able to save the village. At the very least, we can get revenge for it. He's not perfect. But in reality, he should have the stuff from the village, so we should be able to loot it off him. But, gameplay. We're here, any moment. Open the gate. I think they would look outside the window and see, oh, maybe they're in fact not here. And only the bad guys around, but no, I guess maybe they employed people that are poor eyesight, very, very nearsighted. They see strange figures in the distance, and they think, oh, yeah, that's probably good enough, because glasses aren't a thing. That might be it, who knows? Okay, first off, we need Astolfo. Astolfo. The name is Astolfo, not Astolfo. Okay, well, I've been saying your name wrong this entire time. I'm surprised you haven't corrected me. But Astolfo sounds better than Astolfo, in my mind. Actually, no, it doesn't. I'm saying it properly, it sounds even better. I'm just dumb, but that's nothing new. So, Gonzalez is on Berserk. Oh, that's great. Okay, the good news is, I don't know what the good news is, but there probably is some good news somewhere in this. Good news. They're on the other side of the map. The enemies that are the allies that are Berserk. And it's only going to last 4 turns of absolute massacring. Fine, fine, whatever. You do you. What weapon? Silver sword. You'll probably be fine. More than fine, in fact. I love killer weapons. They're such killer weapons. Get it? It's really in the name. Only after its defeat, Harmut chose to spare its life. What? By killing it, he sealed it away in the mountains of Bairn. What he used to seal it was the Binding Blade. You know of it? I've had a little bit of it in my studies. And honestly, just given the fact that it's called the Binding Blade, and it sealed an enemy, kind of put 2 and 2 together. Or maybe dumb, but even he's not this dumb. I can buy 6? That's what, 12 attack and defense? I don't need speed anymore after I complete this chapter. Because there's no extra chapters that rely on time. So it's mostly just convenience that I get extra movement speed. But energy rings are damage, and damage is always good. I get damage because I am greedy. Guess my Killer X broke. I feel this is less about actually fighting these enemies and mostly just about getting rid of all your equipment, because holy crap. Have we fought through so many bad guys this chapter? Okay, we do not. So unfortunately, because I didn't know early enough that you have to complete every single side mission, one of the chapters I took like 4 or 5 turns too long because I was grinding out a little bit of experience and healing, and of course Roy being so slow, he wasn't at the throne in time. Irritating that I have to play through the entire game again if I want to see the true ending. But I guess it does add to the replay factor, plus there's a second path you should have seen. So, it's irritable, but fine. I might come back and do this at a later date. Who's to say? Okay, working to rebuild Foray, helping rebuild Foray, missionary life, return home and was knighted, built a magic school for orphans, returned to Etruria, returned home. These are not so cool compared to a lot of the previous ones. They actually got a lot of the interesting nonsense going out, but this is kind of just sad. Just get a sentence of, oh, they went home, oh, they went home, oh, they went home, over and over and over again. Wish there was a little bit more, but at least they took care of that in later editions. Thanks for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Feel free to follow links down below if you want to see some of my content, and I will see you all next time.